Speaking of pardons, Trump says he'll consider pardons for men convicted in plot to kidnap Democratic governor. President Donald Trump said he would consider pardoning the men convicted in connection with a plot to kidnap Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer. Speaking with reporters in the Oval Office on Wednesday, the president said he plans to look at the case of the four men who were either convicted or pled guilty on various federal charges stemming from a 2020 plot to kidnap the governor. Trump, when asked about potential pardons by the pool reporters, stated he believes the men were railroaded. I'll take a look at it, Trump said. It's been brought to my attention. I didn't watch the trial. It looked like, somewhat of a railroad job. I'll be honest with you. It looked to me like some people said some stupid things, they were drinking. I think they said stupid things, but I'll take a look at it. And a lot of people are asking me that question from both sides, actually. A lot of people think they got railroaded. A lot of people think they got railroaded, and probably some people don't. And on a podcast Wednesday, Ed Martin, who is now the DOJ's pardon attorney after having his nomination withdrawn to be the lead U.S. attorney for the District of Columbia, said he plans to take a hard look at a pardon for the men. We can't leave these guys behind, Martin told far-right podcaster Brianne Morillo. He added, in my opinion, these are victims just like January 6th.
Yeah, I mean, so
now if people don't remember.
He said leaving these people behind. That's a huge point right there. I'm going to go ahead. I know you're ready to go.
These men, they were captured because they went to go get her, but she wasn't there. And they got caught doing it. There was no drunk talk. They went to go do it. They plotted to kidnap.
Didn't they have some FBI agents embedded in the those guys as well too? I believe they did. This is why everyone's saying this was like, oh, this was a setup, blah blah blah. And people, if you're not being talked into doing something, you're already planning on doing it. If someone can say, yeah, you should do that, and you do it, it was in you to do it.
Yeah, well, I think that's kind of like, with T.I. with the case with the guns, right? His bodyguard went to go get the guns, but his bodyguard was buying them from an FBI agent. You know what I'm saying? It's always an FBI agent that's, suggesting. That's how they catch most domestic terrorists or terrorists here. They'd be like, oh, they get around them and like, you know what? You should blow that up. And they'd be like, yeah, I wish I had some C4 to do it. They'd be like, I got you, homie. You know what I'm saying? It's mostly, that's how it usually happens. But these people went to go over an election. They went to go kidnap this woman, the governor of Michigan. Yep. And think what they're going to do to her. They're probably going to essay her, you know what I'm saying, ask for a ransom and probably kill her. Probably not even a ransom. They were going to do it. These men are guilty as hell. You know what I'm saying? But he's like, hey, we can't leave that behind. He's not leaving anybody behind that has anything to do with the far right movement. You know what I'm saying? Why not? If I have the power, I'm letting all my soldiers out.
That's all he's doing, really. I mean, he's basically just getting loyalists. When you look at it, man, look at the people that he's pardoning, like the Grizzlies. Everyone, these are people who have gone to banquets and gone to dinners that he's had and spent $1 million to go to dinners. And all of a sudden, their kids out of jail. You know what I mean? It's crazy to me. These are people who are paying basically to be let out of jail, and he's doing it. He's doing all this corruption right in front of everyone's face, and no one's saying anything. I thought he was here to drain the swamp. Like that. When you become the swamp,
is it corruption?
You're talking about, yeah, it's definitely corruption. It's 110% corruption.
Think about this, Wes. Rich people have been paying to get their kids out of jail for years.
No, I believe it.
So what's the problem with him doing it? Think about the kid in Texas.
I believe it.
They said he had influenza or something like that because he was driving drunk. He was like 16, 17. He was driving drunk, crashed the car, killed 3 people, right? And he was drunk. And then the parents paid the judge off. And the judge was like, well, he has the influenza thing. They said this where he's too rich to know better. So they let him go, put him on probation where he couldn't drink. He got caught drinking again. They tried to put him in jail. And then him and the mama, she emptied out the bank account and dipped to Mexico. Was like, haha, you'll never catch me. And then they caught him in Mexico because they were still being fucking arrogant pricks. Excuse my language.
I mean, you look at it. They got this guy, Trevor Milton, the founder of Nikola Electric Vehicle Company. Milton, who was pardoned by Trump on March 27, donated nearly $2 million toward the president's reelection efforts last year, including $920,000 to Trump 47 Political Action Committee. You got Imad Zuburi. On March 28, Trump commuted the sentence of the venture capitalist and major political donor who was sentenced to 12 years in prison for violating campaign finance and tax laws and obstructing an investigation into Trump's 2017 inaugural committee. He donated $800,000. Michael Flory, a Nevada Republican who was pardoned on April 23rd. Flory was awaiting sentencing on federal charges that she took money earmarked for a statue to honor a slain police officer and use it for personal expenses, including plastic surgery. You got Rod Blagojevich. I mean, you got so many people on here that he's just pardoning and letting out once they give him a little bit of money. I mean, yes, it's corruption, man. This has been the corruption is just rampant. And through this administration, man, he's took the plane, $400 million plane, got all these business deals done and all over the world.
$2 billion to renovate.
Got all these business deals. I mean, he already paid for two Boeing planes to be. I mean, we already paid for two Boeing Air Force Ones to be made last time he was in office. So those are going to be getting finished, and he's got this new plane, but that plane's going with him.
Gucci need to go holler at him, get Pooh Shiesty out quicker.
They're paying. We're about to pay $2 billion for a plane that he gets to keep.
Free Fetty Wap.
Oh my goodness, man! If you guys, I mean, this is all they're gonna do is say, well, this person did this, and this person did that. In reality, man, y'all talked about Hunter Biden so bad, and y'all talked about everyone else so bad. You guys really don't have any real moral standing to talk about anyone.
Of course
man.
not.
It's just the very worst of the worst, man. This dude is the most blatant. He disregards every American law, and y'all don't care. Y'all make an excuse for him because in reality, y'all don't really have any morality. You love the fact of the negative things he says about people who you do not like, and most of them are people of color, and most of them are people who you feel like should not be in this country. That's what this is really about. He ran off
hate and corruption. I mean, the man got 34 felonies. Think about it. I got 34 felonies. I was about to go to jail for the rest of my life, but I won. So while I'm winning, I'm gonna take my victory lap, collect my dough, and do what I want to do.
Billions. Y'all talked about, you was the only one lost money. Look at what he's doing right now. This you cannot lose money being president, buddy. It's impossible. He didn't lose money last time. He gained a lot. This time he just figured, I'm taking everything. I'm about to he had a crypto thing. He just made like $400 something million. This is crazy, I keep telling
people, look, you need to buy guns while they're still letting you buy guns and ammo. Because the whole thing with Democrats and stuff, like even here in Washington where we stay, they're trying to make it where you have to take classes and get a permit to own a gun. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes around and we're supposed to have this election where the Republicans are going to try to put up a new candidate and the Democrats are, and he's going to be like, I ain't leaving. And then they're going to call Mark, they're going to have everything in place so he ain't got to leave. You're going to realize how stupid you are. You know what I'm saying? You gave up your country.
Don't care. They want him to be a king.
He will be. Think about it, because they had a choice. They were like, hey, we can vote for the old white dude or we vote for the black lady. And people are like, I ain't vote for that black lady. And that's what it is. So, I mean, America's gone. They're going to change the name to something else. Everybody get ready for that. I'm just saying, look, and he's not leaving.
He names everything after himself.
And to go back to the topic, he's not letting his troops fall behind. That's a real leader right there.
I like Gretchen Whitmer. I mean,
everybody that was thinking,
I actually like Gretchen Whitmer. She was a very, very good. Was it Gretchen Whitmer? Was she the?
Yeah, she was the governor at the time.
I mean, solid, man. Have you ever know anything about Gretchen, man? I call her Big Gretch up there. They made a whole rap about her and everything like that. She's a solid. I mean, really, I would love to have seen Gretchen run for president, man. She's just real. Like her whole attitude is real. The fact of the matter, they didn't want her in there because she has that kind of swag to her. She's actually seems like a good person, but that's life.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, like, for me, I ain't gonna leave my soldiers behind either. It's what you're supposed to do.
Absolutely.
I won the battle.
Hopefully, Democrats
Democrats too weak.
Take suit.
They lost their turn. It's over.